Alright guys, welcome back to Unturned 3.0. So, I raised up the area. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I had to raise it up ever so slightly. I still have the outer roads and stuff. It's not that bad. It's just a city up on a slight hill. Not a problem. Okay, so the goal in the last video was to try to make a subway system. And what I'm attempting to do is to make a station, like platform, connecting to tunnel caps, and they run along this route here, turn and go this way and to another station. So I don't know if this is actually going to work, but if I can make this work, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be so cool. Okay, so what I need to do is, I don't think this is going to work over here actually, now that I think about this. Maybe a little bit further ways into the area. Give me 1 second, because this needs to be this entrance needs to actually be able to be like it's too close to the edge of the road, if that makes sense. So I need to have this entrance a little better. So you will have to drive up a little bit of a hill here, which is totally fine. Trying to get this to work. Okay, so maybe if we start it right here, it might work. And what I'm thinking about doing, the way that I think I can get this to work, is to have the actual road lines on top. I don't really care for working with them because they kind of make things uneven, essentially, in my opinion. But I might have to do it to actually close this in, because I'll have the road just going on top, because that's usually how it is, right? You have the subway underneath the road, like usually. I think that's how it actually is. But I have to figure out how you're gonna get down into here. That's the only thing I'm trying to work through right now. So this is gonna be all tunnel line caps, so it's actually looks good. It's gonna be very rough down here. This could be like a sewer system, I guess, if you wanted it to, but I think a subway system is so much cooler. So what I need to do is lower this down enough so it's not going to show. We're going to have this start right here. So it's going to be kind of rough. Actually, I can probably smooth that out. This is why roads probably aren't going to work, because they're not wide enough, I don't think. Let's see. Yep, not wide enough. I could do two-sided road, I guess. Like that. It doesn't make sense with the yellow line in the middle, though. Cause see, this sucks. Cause it's, I guess what we could do is we could pretend. You guys could pretend that this actually makes sense, okay? If you guys are willing to pretend with me, I'm willing to do this. Either that or we're going to have to put some kind of building on top or something. I have no idea at this point. Because there's no flat like object. I don't know if this subway system is going to be able to work, guys. Because somebody's going to be like, okay, why don't you just make the sides squared up? You can't do it. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way in this editor. Yeah, guys, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if you can even walk in that. Coil, computer, containers, cooler, couch, counter, crates, crossing, debris, divider. Wait a minute, what's it called? Station. Ooh. Can we use this? I wish it wasn't like that on the bottom. Let me think about this here for a second. Dang it, I forgot that it's like that. It's not going to work, guys. This is just not going to work. If you guys have an idea of how I can actually do this, please let me know. Because I really want to make this work. It's like what I need is like a Boulder 2 object that's flat. And not with the little divots in it. That's what I need. There's nothing in here that is going to work. Well, so much for that. Road quad cap. The thing I don't want to do is actually like make this and then Nelson add in something that essentially I can use, and then I have to go back and redesign everything, which wouldn't be a problem. I would do it. Euro? There's a broken Euro now? Yep. There's no way to do this, guys. There's no way to do this to make it actually look good. Because you can't have, let me show you. You can't have it look like this. Because then you'd, like if I was to raise this to, you can't have it just look, because it's gonna be like too sharp like that. There's no way to actually have it work the way you want it to. Because there's always gonna be pointy like sides to things. In all reality, what I would want to actually do is actually go and make it even wider so you didn't have that. Because like that's not too bad. But so far, the only way that actually looks fine like that to the side, there's no pointy mess there. The only way I've been able to do this is to have a Boulder 2 object on top. Yeah, guys, I don't think it can be done. What about dock? Is it the big one? Oh. See, that wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't like gigantic. If there was a way to make that work. Well, guys, I mean, this. Let me ask you a question, okay? This is gonna be the end of the video because I need you guys to help me decide. Does this actually make any sense to have it like that? And even then, it's still not wide enough. Because you're going to have like these divots along the side. It's not going to work. And you can see up too. Well, the tunnel would be underneath. I don't know. This is the failure of a video. I feel very, very bad. Does anybody out there have any idea how I can do this to make a subway system actually work in this city? It was fail after fail after fail, and I wasn't able to actually get anything done. I wanted to make a subway portion of the city and have subway running through the city, but it's just not going to work. It's not possible with the current models. And so I had to scrap that idea, and so I'm going back to just my original design of just making the Metro City how I wanted to make it without the subway system. I thought it was gonna work, but it just wasn't able to work out the way that I wanted to. So what we're gonna do is, I think the best way to do this is start with one corner and work our way through. And I want to say that I do want to have airports, junkyard, housing. We have the suburbs already done, but I do want to have a lot of apartment buildings, high-rises, things like that. Very open area. And so what I think I'll do first is start with an airport area, because I want to have an airport. And I think, why is this road crooked? Oh yeah, because I had to change it because of the when I had it raised. Never mind. What I think I'll do first is start with the airport and then go from there. Okay, it's probably not still straight, but whatever. And then what I think I'll probably have to do is actually sketch out what I want it to look like. Maybe look up some pictures of a huge inner city. And now it's not going to look perfect, okay? It's by no means going to look exactly like a city because there's really no way to completely do that. But I do want to have it look as best I can. I want to preface things and say that I'm going to have all kinds of different things. I'm not going to add in objects or details or anything like that. I'm just going to lay the foundation, okay? And then this map is not able to be downloaded yet, but it will be available for download. It will not be uploaded to mods, Unturned, or whatever it is. It will be put into the workshop so that everything is packaged correctly, because when people put out the workshop, the map will probably come out sometime a little after that, and I'll actually put in some models that players have made, because there are some great models that people have made and I've seen already that I want on this map, such as the giant shopping center somebody has made and apartment buildings and things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll start with the airport area first. So the first thing we need to do is just lay out a bunch of road. And I'm gonna what I'll do is I'll do this. Airports are usually gigantic, so this could take up a hefty portion of the city actually. But I want an airport in the city because I think that'd be kind of a cool look. This is the best way I can think of doing this, so I can actually see it done correctly and for myself. Let's get rid of this area, all the roadways. Sometimes this is just like the best way I work. And then let's go to terrain, trees, resources, and we're going to get rid of all these trees. Because we're going to get rid of some of this lake, I think, for Sweet Airport. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be fairly good, hopefully. Okay? So bear with me, guys. Got a floating tree. We got a floating tree. Bear with me, guys. It'll all be amazing when I'm done. Because everything else on this map is pretty good so far, and I'm not going to stop having a cool map now. Alright. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to fill this in grass. And now we're going to have this road for the military compound actually come out over here. So instead of going this through that way, it's going to go along the water here. Along this beach area. This is going to be the road up to the military compound. Whoops. Kind of like the backside of like some airports have like those service roads. That's what this is going to kind of be. Okay, it might not make sense to you completely, but it's gonna make sense eventually, okay? Just trust me. Just trust me. Trust me, guys. I got this. The heck happened there? Oh, no. 07. Alright. There we go. That's what we're going to roll with for now, okay? Look at all the floating trees. It's funny. Okay, so now we have this whole big old new area here, right? So now the Metro City is even larger than what it was before I started this video. Oh gosh, it's awesome though. Sorry, I have to get rid of these trees. It's going to drive me crazy. Floating trees. Kidding me? And yes, this area is going to be very, very flat because most cities I've ever been to are pretty flat. Oh my gosh, a floating bush. How do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of the floating bush? Can't get rid of it. All right, so I think I pretty much have this how I want to have this. So what I'm planning on doing, it's going to be gigantic. So it's not going to, I mean, it's going to be a lot of unused space, but I think it'll have a pretty cool effect when I'm done. So this is your runway. This is kind of like a turnaround thing, landing. And then what I want to do is I want to have like a long line of these barrack buildings. And so it's going to just look like this inside, kind of like a terminal. I mean, I don't know how much sense it's going to make. Man, that doesn't look very good. I kind of want, I think you'll get the idea. I think people will, you think people will understand? Kind of want to leave that like that. Because then, wait, is there anything I can do to put in the windows here? Like, let's think of dividers. What do these look like? Oh, these are perfect. Just gonna block out these windows, just add to the effect, okay? Told you guys, Metro City is gonna be a huge undertaking for me to do this, because I want to do it. I want to do it very, very well. Oops. Keep it like that. What the heck? Why did that come out like that? Well, why are these ones like perfect? Oops. Okay, so we're going to keep them like this. That's what that's going to look like, just so it's blacked out so you can't see, because it's not going to make sense if I keep it the other way. How's that look? Okay. So we're going to have it like that. Are these buildings floating? The heck? Or is it just a shadow? Oh, it's just a shadow. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so this is kind of like the terminal, you know? How you have those long hallways you walk down. That's what this is going to be, the terminal. And so you're going to have these going all the way down. And then I have to think of how we want. I'm just doing this right now for the look of things, okay guys? So just bear with me for a second. Because that's kind of how I want it to look. But we have to think of how are we going to get people out on the planes or out to the little chutes or whatever they're called. Do you guys get the idea, the picture of what I want for this airport? It's an international airport. It's gigantic. And so I'm trying to make it the best, to the best of my abilities here. In a realistic as possible fashion. And I'll go through and I'll like swap out some of those. But like that's the look that I want to achieve right there. That's what I want this to look like. And so then we'll have like maybe like a plane going down the runway. But just for, oh yeah, we need parking too. Shoot. Didn't think about parking. Maybe we can have like a road that comes up to the front. But then we have a road kind of goes off to the side back here. And the parking can be back here. They usually have like parking structures. There'll be a big parking lot back here. And then this will be like the exit side. kind of like that. Alright guys, I'm going to call it for the video right there. I got a lot of work ahead of me for the Metro City, but as you can see, this is what I'm going for. I'm going for big designs here, and I want it to look really sweet. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.